Today I'll show you how to remove Ezoic from Cloudflare so your site points directly to your own hosting again. If you've recently disconnected Ezoic, the integration might be gone, but some of its DNS records can still be left behind inside Cloudflare. That can cause your traffic to keep flowing through Ezoic-related servers instead of going straight to your host. In this walkthrough, we'll clean that up safely and get your DNS records pointing exactly where they should. First, log in to your Cloudflare dashboard. Once you're in, you'll see a list of all the domains you've added to your account. Click on the domain you want to fix. Make sure you choose the correct site if you manage more than one, because the DNS settings are specific to each domain. After selecting your domain, head over to the DNS section. At the top of the page, you'll usually see a tab or menu item simply labeled DNS. Click that and then make sure you're on the records view. This is where all of your DNS records live and where Ezoic might have left some of its entries behind. Now you want to focus on your A records because these control where your main domain actually points. Look for the A record for your root domain, often shown with an @ symbol, and also the A record for the www version of your site. These two are the most important because they handle most of your regular traffic. If you previously used Ezoic, the IP addresses in these A records may be pointing to Ezoic or Amazon AWS servers instead of your real web host. What you want to do is replace any Ezoic or Amazon related IPs with the actual IP address of your hosting server. To do that, click to edit each A record and carefully paste in your correct hosting IP. If you're not sure what your real server IP is, open a new tab and log into your hosting provider's dashboard or control panel. In many hosting dashboards, the server IP is shown in the main account summary or in the site details area. For example, on common hosts, you'll usually find it labeled as server IP, site IP, or IPv4 address. If you still can't find it, check your hosting documentation or contact their support, and they'll provide the correct IP to use. Once you've updated the IP addresses for both the root domain and the WWA record, save your changes in Cloudflare. This tells Cloudflare to send visitors directly to your own host instead of routing them through Ezoic's infrastructure. Next, you'll want to remove any leftover CNAME records that belong to Ezoic. Still in the DNS records view, scan through the list and look for CNAME entries that point to something like gdezoic.net or any similar Ezoic-related targets. These are no longer needed once you've disconnected the service. For each of those, click to delete the record and confirm the removal. When you're done, your DNS setup in Cloudflare should only include your own hosting records with no references to Ezoic. Keep in mind that DNS changes can take a little time to fully propagate, so give it a short while and then test your site to make sure everything is working as expected.